Let me take you on a journey into a revolution that's not being broadcast on mainstream news, not celebrated by Wall Street, and not hyped by billionaire tech influencers. Yet, it's already reshaping lives across every continent. Dr. Nicholas Kokkolis, the co-founder of Pi Network, recently said something so bold, so radically different, that it sent waves through the crypto world. He declared that once people truly experience Pi Network, they'll never want to go back to traditional credit cards or paper money again. Not occasionally, not maybe, never. That kind of confidence doesn't come from marketing fluff. It comes from witnessing something powerful unfold with your own eyes. This isn't a fantasy. Over 60 million users from every corner of the globe are proving him right. From Africa to Asia, from Latin America to Eastern Europe, people are quietly embracing something that works, something that brings real value to their lives in ways conventional money never could. And all of this has been happening while most of the world was distracted with Bitcoin's price swings or the latest celebrity NFT fad. Now I promise you, this isn't just another cryptocurrency pitch. This is something else entirely. This is a moment in history where we begin to truly rethink what money can be, who it should serve, and how it should function in real people's lives. Dr. Kokkolis, a Stanford professor and one of the minds behind Pi Network, didn't just make a casual observation. He made a statement that could upend the entire financial system as we know it. And if you're someone who understands how big that is, you'll know this isn't something to ignore. Before we go any further, I want to say welcome. Whether you're tuning in from America, India, Nigeria, the Philippines, Indonesia, Kenya, South Africa, or anywhere else on this planet, thank you for being here. Your presence in this moment matters. And if you believe, even for a second, that the world needs a better way to handle money, then consider subscribing, joining this community, and lighting up the comments with where you're watching from. Type Pi Network to the moon with your country's name and let the spirit of global unity take over. Share this video with someone who still thinks crypto is just about speculation. They need to hear this. Let's dive in. What Dr. Kokkolis shared during that recent roundtable wasn't a wild prediction or some clever sales pitch. It was based on lived experiences, real stories from real people using Pi in real communities. While other projects continue to chase complex concepts that feel like they were made for computer science PhDs, Pi has taken the opposite path. It's building something so simple, so intuitive, that it almost seems unbelievable. But it's real. Instead of trying to attract hedge funds or Silicon Valley capital, Pi speaks directly to the everyday person, the worker, the student, the small business owner, the farmer, the artist, those who've been overlooked by the traditional financial world. Dr. Kokkolis made it clear, Pi isn't about the next get-rich-quick crypto. It's about creating money that's stable, usable, and accessible to all, even those who've never heard of a blockchain before. And what makes this so moving is that it's not just talk. It's actually happening. Dr. Kokkolis pointed to real-world examples, not theoretical models, not charts in a white paper, but actual communities where people have started using Pi as a trusted form of payment. People are exchanging goods and services, paying each other in Pi, not because they were told to, but because it works. And in places where traditional banks have failed time and time again, this kind of adoption is nothing short of revolutionary. Think about that. In markets across Southeast Asia, Africa, South America, and Eastern Europe, people are finding in Pi what banks could never give them: dignity, independence, and economic participation. It's not about crypto anymore, it's about survival. It's about empowerment. Pi isn't thriving because people are chasing speculative returns. It's thriving because it solves real, urgent problems in the lives of people who've been shut out of the global economy for too long. But that's not the only miracle here. Pi's strength lies not just in its ease of use, but in the trust it's built. By tying every user to a real identity, Pi has cracked one of crypto's oldest problems: the Sybil attack. For years, bad actors created fake accounts to game the system. But Pi's identity-based verification system has created a web of trust, a network where you know the person on the other end is real. That trust lays the foundation for a new kind of economy, one where people can work together, transact with confidence, and build something lasting. Imagine a system where you don't have to worry if the other person is a scammer or if the platform you're using is vulnerable to fraud. Pi makes that possible. And it's doing it in a way that doesn't alienate beginners. It's user-friendly, secure, and based on the same kind of social trust that underpins every successful local economy throughout history. Just now it's global and it's digital. While these human stories and real-world applications are captivating, there's another transformation happening quietly. One that even most crypto veterans are missing. Pi's developer ecosystem is exploding. Through global hackathons and developer support programs, the network is attracting genuine innovators, people who aren't interested in meme coins or hype, but in building tools that matter. Inside the Pi ecosystem, developers are creating online marketplaces, educational apps, freelance tools, community trade platforms, you name it. And these aren't just prototypes. They're functional apps solving real problems, embedded directly in the Pi browser. Everything works within a unified environment where your Pi identity is your passport and your MinePi is your currency. This is something the crypto world has needed for years, a single secure space where users don't need to juggle private keys, switch between wallets, or worry about being hacked. In a world haunted by the memory of billion-dollar exchange collapses, scams, and security breaches, Pi's simplicity and security are winning people over, quietly but steadily. The Pi browser isn't just a tech tool. It's a window into a digital world where things just work, where verified users can browse, shop, learn, and earn all with the same account. No confusion, no hidden dangers, no fragmented experience. Just a seamless digital life built on trust. This is the real revolution. Not the flashy headlines or the overnight millionaires, but the millions of people building something better, day by day. Dr. Kokoles didn't just make a bold statement. He revealed the future. And for the first time,